Good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening, whatever the case might be. This is Phyllis, Silver Cats Crafts, and I'm going to do a tutorial on my water bottles covers that I made, the little carriers that I was asked to make. The supplies you're going to need, of course, is a cutting board, your knife, a ruler, scissors are helpful, at least 2 tapes. You're also going to need the cardboard off of one of your duct tapes that you're going to cover on one side with your tape, your pattern tape, and then you're going to cut it out a little bit smaller. What I did was I took and I put it on top and I cut it out the circumference that's inside one of these, which worked perfect for my water bottle that I'm using. And I used that also to make my pattern for the bottom part, which I have a piece of duct tape already pre-cut that's going to go on the bottom. And you're going to need to know what bottle you want to be able to fit in your carrier. I happen to choose this bottle because I either use these or I use my regular Diet Dr. Pepper bottles, and this bottle works as far as a guide. I have taken one of my can or bottle koozies and I've wrapped it around, and of course I have a tutorial on how to do these as well. I've wrapped it around the outside of the bottle because when you're measuring, you need to make sure you're giving yourself enough room for the bottle to slide in and out easily. So if you wrap it tight around the bottle, then you're going to have troubles picking it in and out later. So this is going to give it a little extra cushion in there for it to slide in and out easier. I've already started by doing my inside color, and once I lay that out, my measurements happen to be 10 inches long by 8 inches high, and of course part of that's going to be fold over. I've also, because the water bottles will sweat, I took and clear taped the seams so you don't have any problems later on where them getting sticky or gunky or trying to peel up. And then we just want to go ahead and cover the outside now with our pattern tape. I'm going to use this, I don't know, teal and purple cheetah. So we're just going to leave a little bit, about a ½ inch at the bottom, because that's going to help when we fold it in. So I'm leaving a ½ inch sticky at the bottom when I start. And I'm going to take it all the way up to about a ½ inch from the top. Go over about a ½ inch from the top so I can fold this over. So it'll take about 5 strips, at least for my size, to get all the way over, and then so you can fold over to the inside. Alright, now we're just going to lift this up and we'll trim our edge up a little bit here. I got a little crooked. And then you can just fold this excess down, no need to cut it off. It's going to be on the inside. And then if you have some tape that has some gunk that likes to come off the edge here, this is when I go ahead and use some clear tape on it as well. You can clean up your sides if they're a little uneven. And then what I usually do is I take a piece of the inside color, and this is a little extra piece I have here, and I'll place it half on, half off so I can attach it on the other side to help reinforce my hold. So I've got tape matching up on the inside as well as the outside. So that way you can get it to hold while you get the piece on the outside that you're going to lay down. So now you're going to take your bottle that you've covered with something. If you don't have a koozie you can wrap around, you can use a piece of felt or a piece of bubble wrap. But go ahead and just put it in here and bring this side up. That's going to attach on the inside. You can go ahead and wrap it kind of tight. And bring this over. I'm going to have to hold this tight against myself. And try to make sure that you line it up so the edges will match up at the top as well. Looks good. Perfect. Love it when it happens on the first time. Alright, so now we've got that. I kind of roll it, get it nice and tight. Now we need to cut a piece of our pattern tape to lay over the top. And what I'm going to do is start it right here. I don't want to cover the sticky, and take it up and then wrap it around. So I'm going to lay it about halfway on each side. Push that down, and then I'm going to take, I don't want to bend this in yet because I'm going to cut that, and I'll show you how I fix the bottle. Just take and fold this over to the inside so it's nice and secure. And then what I do, so I can fold in, you guys might laugh, is I take a roll of tape, I put a little duckling in the center so that my lid will fit on there. And then I take this down to the top of the roll. And then I'm going to take my little hard piece, cardboard. Cardboard goes up on top. This side goes to the inside. Place it inside there. Now this is where you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut down so that it will can fold in. Don't cut all the way down to the bottle. I'll just leave about a ½ inch, no, excuse me, ¼ inch away from the bottle. Okay, and then what you're going to do, let's see here. I'm going to fold these down, and I usually take and I tuck under one of these on each side to hold the cardboard, sticky part. This just keeps it from, so it doesn't move on the inside. And then I'm going to put each one of these down. Just try to keep it even on your little thing so it's all even around. Those little sticky tabs will catch each other and hold each other down. Okay, so now the bottom looks like this. So now we're going to take the little piece that we pre-cut and covered with a little bit of clear tape on the seam as well. I can get it pulled up here. And I'm going to center it on top of the bottom here so it'll have a nice clean edge and it'll be covered. It'll look nice and neat. I think everybody knows that I like things to be nice and neat. And as you can see, there's the bottom. You can push down on the bottle, make sure it's covered. Alright, and you can also do some clear taping on the outside of here as well. It's what I usually do. Because some of the tapes, you know how the edges have gunk, and I don't know why, but this particular roll of tape seemed like it had a lot of gunkiness as far as that goes. So I'll just take some clear tape while I've got my bottle in there, and start at the bottom and wrap it around. This also helps so you don't get it on your clothes when it rubs against you when you're carrying it. I'll probably do the bottom last, but I don't need to do that on camera. And one more. Okay, and now you can pull your bottle out and get your little cozy or whatever you use for space. As you can see, or I hope you can see in the camera, when you look down inside, you can see the bottom of that little cardboard there. And so now what I usually do is I go ahead and make a little tab that's going to be able to hold a key ring, so I can attach a strap. Make about 6 inches, piece of tape about 6 inches long. I usually do, I double it because for strength. Although you probably won't have more than 20 ounces in the bottle there, but this way it will last a long time. So we'll just go ahead and fold this in approximately thirds. Then you need a key ring. And what I usually do to make sure that they don't come apart is I usually will go ahead and use my stapler and put a couple of staples. That way we know that's not coming apart. And then take your pattern tape. Whoops, just barely enough. Looks like that'll do it. I was going to say about 3 to 4 inches long. Looks like I got about 4 inches here. Another one bites the dust. And then what I usually do is, because I want to wrap it over, so I'm going to cut on the sides here about 1 inch down. And just to get them out of the way so I don't accidentally get them stuck where I don't want them. I just fold those down like that. And I'm going to have the rough side of the staples face against the inside. So I'm going to put this on the outside. That way the smooth side of the staples is what's going to be facing inside. Then you can just take your carrier and decide where you want to put this. I usually try to find the same spot where I have the up and down piece of tape. It's usually where I put mine. And of course I'm sorry I can't do this, but just stick it inside here and line it up. And push it down firmly on the inside. And later, if you want to put a piece of clear tape over the top of that, you can. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I do put a piece of clear tape again over the top of here, these little tabs that I rolled over, because this tape is real sticky. Some tapes may not be, but this one here for some reason is. Since this is probably where it's the spot will kind of rub against your clothes, this way you won't get any sticky on yourself or get any dirt caught by the gunk. Okay. And then now the decision you need to make is, got that a little crooked. Oh well. This one's for me anyway, doesn't matter. If you want to have a duct tape strap, then you're going to make a duct tape strap that's either going to be long enough to go over your shoulder or a crossbody. I've been making them as crossbodies. Or if you do rainbow loom, you can make a lanyard out of your rainbow loom bands and have a lanyard attached that way. You can do it with a little clip if you have some that actually match your item. For instance, I have some of these little clips right here, and I can attach the rainbow loom lanyards to this little one right here, and then I can attach the hook that way. Is one way of doing it. Or you can simply make yourself a long strap. When I make my straps, because it's really hard to fold them in threes when they're really long, I actually make them in two pieces and fold them and then attach them. And I like to use these little, I think you actually use these on some other type of craft. But I buy these little clips here, and you can put the strap through here, and then you can attach each end to one of these so that when it moves around, the strap can be right here. So when you put it across your body, if you want to undo it easily to take it off, you can without having to pull it over your head. It's up to you how you do it, or you can just make a long strap to go through here. I'm not going to take camera time to actually make the strap, but I hope this gives you an idea on how I make mine. And it works out great if you're going to the zoo or the park and you don't want to worry about carrying the water bottle in your hand. You have something to carry it in. I'm sure it helps keep it cold a little bit longer with the insulation, but then it slides in and out real easy. So again, thank you for watching my video. I've got to get up to go turn the camera off, so have a good day. Thanks. This is Phyllis, Silver Cats Crafts.